So yes, what was the last topic yesterday? We need to discuss division of power. Fair. Okay, so before all this, let's discuss that itself. I think we did write the heading division of power. So just some basic information before we can move on to our topic at hand. So yesterday we saw separation of powers, right? That LEJ concept. Now we have a division of power, which is slightly different. Here we are referring to power sharing between center and states. I'll ask you a simple question. I mean, if we have to, let's say, make a law on foreign policy, India-US trade deal signed recently, I mean, terms are yet to be finalized, or any foreign policy, maybe defense. We have to declare a war against China, possibly. My question is, who takes care of all these aspects? Center or states? Center. Okay, fair. Who decides on currency in the country? Center or states? Center. Who controls police? States, right? Who controls railways? Center. Who implements or maybe who controls technical education? Both are controlling it. My point is there are certain topics which are meant only for center, certain topics which we give to states usually, and certain topics where both center and states have some control. Okay. Now, to avoid any confusion on what topic belongs to center, what topic belongs to states, we have put this in the constitution itself. That here there are a list of certain topics. These are topics on which only center can make laws, topics on which usually states will make laws, and topics where both can make laws, to avoid any kind of confusion. That is what is called Schedule 7. Okay. So there is an article called Article 246, which says that there are certain topics which are mentioned under List 1. So we have this Schedule 7, which contains 3 lists. So Article 246 says that on all the topics mentioned here, only center can make laws. Article 246 also says that on all the topics mentioned here, normally states are allowed to make laws, normally. Okay. And on in the third list, topics which are mentioned here, both center and states can make laws. But if there's a conflict, of course, we know that central law will prevail over the state law. Are you clear? This is what is Schedule 7. It gives us 3 lists. But this Schedule 7 was made in 1949-50 period. They have covered a lot of topics. In fact, Schedule 7's first list, which is called Union List, has 98 topics. We call them entries. That's the correct term for it. The second list, State List, has 59 entries. And the Concurrent List has 52 topics. That's almost 200 topics, right? More than 200 topics. My question is, of course, we do have certain new topics also which are coming up. AI, cryptocurrency, right? These are cyber crimes, etc. These are topics that our makers had no idea about. Ambedkar did not know about cryptocurrency. If he had known, they would have invested in cryptocurrency only. So he had no clue. Now these topics which are not mentioned in any list, what happens to them? So there is one more article of our constitution, Article 248. This article says that if a topic is not mentioned in any list, we call them residuary topics. And on those topics, center gets the automatic power to make laws. Are you clear? All okay? So 3 lists and extra topics are controlled by who? Center. Let's write these down now. So I hope you wrote that. Now write the point like this. That's your first heading on the side. Number 1, union list, in bracket write 98 entries. You can call them topics also, but the correct word is entry. So you'd prefer calling it entry only and not topic. 98 entries. And then below this right here. Should we dictate now? Please write. Parliament has exclusive power. Parliament has exclusive power to make laws, on these topics. To make laws on these topics. Clear? Number 2. State list, in bracket write 59 entries. And below that write normally, states have the authority states have the authority to make laws on these topics. States have the authority to make laws on these topics. Clear? It's very important. We began this definition with the word what? Normally. So as and when we progress in future, you will get to realize that center does get the authority sometimes to make laws on topics mentioned here. What, why, when, future. Clear? Okay. Now the third one. Please write the third one. Concurrent list. Concurrent list and 52 entries. Done. Below that write both center and states can make laws. Both center and states can make laws, but center has overriding powers. OVERR. But center has overriding powers in case of conflict. In case of conflict. Is this point clear to everyone? That's the idea. Once we are done, again, write like this now. Article 248. Residuary topics. Residuary topics. Right here, not mentioned in any list. Not mentioned in any list. And are controlled by the center exclusively. And are controlled by the center exclusively. Are you clear? All okay with that? So this is with respect to, you can also mention examples here, which could be things like cyber security, cryptocurrency, artificial intelligence, etc. Done? That's it. This ends our discussion on the very basic information that we needed to proceed forward. Now we'll move on to our topics at hand. Okay. So now write the first big heading, Union Executive, Part 5. So our constitution has how many parts? 25 parts. Fifth part contains information about union. So we have union executive, legislature, then we have ordinances, we have judiciary, and we have CAG. So we'll discuss union executive, part 5, articles 52 to 78. Mention this as a heading. Are we done? Okay. Before we discuss the union executive, a small point needs to be explained. So please write the heading, order of precedence. Write like this. Order of precedence. In every country, there should be a list of people arranged in a form of hierarchy, the senior-most people. Now, this is not a list based on power and authority, because if you talk about brute power, even a constable has a lot of power, right? This is based on ceremonial hierarchy, who are considered to be the senior-most people in the country. For example, when you, let's say, go to a marriage function and say you, your father, your grandfather, all three are going to the function, and there are two chairs to sit on. Who will sit? Yeah. Grandfather and father. If there's only one chair, then who sits? Yeah. Grandfather. Now, it might be possible that in your family, your grandfather is just, the symbolic head. Your father takes all the decisions in the family. He's running the family. But that does not matter. Ceremonially, the grandfather is the senior-most person. So, order of precedence is the list of all the important dignitaries in the country arranged in a hierarchy. That who is the senior-most, and then second, third, fourth, fifth, etc. Are we clear on this point? This list is maintained by the Home Ministry, even though the list is issued by the President, but the maintenance is done by the Home Ministry. Okay? So, please write the first point. This is a ceremonial protocol list. Ceremonial protocol list. Make an arrow and write. Hierarchy of important positions in the country. Important positions in the country. Done. Second point below, right, please. Maintained by MHA. What is MHA? Ministry of Home Affairs. Maintained by MHA. Are we clear? So who are these people and what is the order? Don't write anything. You had the photocopy with you. You got one photocopy today. You can stick this in your notes. Okay. This is a list. At the top we have what? Of course. Followed by VP. Then Prime Minister. Of course. After PM, you have governors in their own states. As long as governor is inside his state, he is fourth in rank. Okay. Then fifth is former presidents. Dr. Kalam, 11th President of India. That's fifth in rank. Now, sixth in rank, which is mentioned as 5A there. Okay, 5A. My point is, they have added this later on. You can call it sixth or 5A. Same thing. What is that? Deputy PMs. LK Advani. He was a deputy PM at some point of time. So they are ranked sixth. Then rank 7th is shared by two people. CJI and Speaker of Lok Sabha. So this fellow is Om Birla. His removal notice has been given recently by Congress. He won't be removed. But you know, Congress keeps on doing fun things in the country. Right? The leader himself is a nice stand-up comedian. He's a very important leader. So they keep on entertaining us by doing interesting things. Om Birla is the Speaker of our country in the Lok Sabha. So both share the same position. Clear? And then you have loads of people you can see there. You can see rank 14. Cabinet Secretary. So actually numbering might be slightly different. Like say you have rank 9, which is number 7, I think. Bharat Ratna holders. Okay. So even Bharat Ratna holders are in the top 10 categories of senior most people. So if you get the Bharat Ratna, you become way more senior from other people, compared to other people. Now, this is just meant for ceremonies. For example, you know, let's say when you go to if you clear the exam and go to Lavasna and you're giving a speech and the president is sitting there, the Lavasna's dean is sitting there, other people are sitting there. You won't start by saying, hello friends, hi dean, hi president. No, there's an order. You firstly refer to the president, then the VP, and the same order. This is meant for ceremonies. Are you clear? This is not a list of power. We should know this because 20 years back, UPSC was obsessed with asking questions from this topic. They were like crazy. 5 years, 5 questions in prelims. But now they have stopped it. But who knows? What if they ask a question again? So you have the entire list. Just go through it. Remember the 5 top 7, 8 ones. That will be sufficient. Clear? Like solve this question 20 years ago, when some of you not even born or were in your diapers possibly. As per Indian protocol, who among the following ranks highest in the order of precedence? Tell me. Deputy PM rank is what? 5A, or you can simply say 6. Former presidents rank 5. Governor of a state within a state is rank 4. and Speaker of Lok Sabha is ranked 7. Clear? Simple factual information. Okay. That's it. Let's now move to our topic at hand. The Union Executive. I hope you remember yesterday we had discussed briefly that Union Executive comprises of 5 categories of people. Now, we have the old photo, sorry, ignore. President, then new VP, then PM, entire Council of Ministers. This is an old photograph. It looked nice, so I have been using this. Some people have passed away. Some have left the party. We don't, you know how politics is. And then who is this person? Tell me. The 5th person in the Union Executive. Attorney General. Okay. Lawyer for the government. Clear? So we'll start our discussion with the Indian President. Write the heading, President. President. And below that, please write Article 52, the President of India, and give a dash, there shall be a President of India. It's a constitutional position. There is no option. We need to have the President. Done? See, the Indian President is known by various names. You can mention all these things below. They are referred to as, of course, the head of state. Head of state. Who is the head of government? PM or CM are head of governments, head of state. They're also called nominal head. Nominal head refers to a person who does not have real powers. Why, we'll discuss later on. So also called the nominal head. Sometimes referred to as the figurehead. Symbolic in nature. Figurehead. But of course, the president is the official head of the country. So we also call this person de jure head. De jure, D-E-J-U-R-E. De jure means by law, legally. Legally, senior most person. And once you know more about this fellow, you will start calling the president as a rubber stamp. Why? We will see that also shortly. Okay? They don't really hold real powers in the country. The real power is controlled by the Prime Minister, and that's why they are known as a mere rubber stamp. Okay. Anyway. Before we begin our discussion on the powers, etc., the first thing to understand is how are these people elected? Heading, election.